G'day everyone and welcome to Two Cousins, One Chat. I'm Ben.
Hello, and I'm Kristy.
And we are two cousins. Thanks for tuning in. It's great to have you joining us for another episode. It's the last episode for us for 2024.
I know. Oh, and we're filming this too, so
Absolutely.
remember to look at the camera.
We're trying very hard to look at the camera, but we also need to look at our notes.
Yeah, we do need to look at it because the notes are over there. Plus, I'm holding up the yoga mat, which is my sound booth. So, but yeah, this is our end of year wrap, Ben. This is like we've done recently. This is a no notes, no edits, or not a lot of notes, just a few dot points.
Yeah.
Just like we did earlier in the year, and that was such a big hit. So you know what? We might be getting a little bit loose here, folks. Hang in there with us. We're just about to chuck on the out of office. We're going to activate that. So let's just see how it goes. So this is going to be a short, sharp, punchy. Before I blab on any longer, Ben, maybe you can just take it away.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, it's been quite a year, and we've talked about this already, and most people I talk to just say that they're cooked, they're done. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Just, what do you reckon?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've heard that a lot, and a lot of people have been getting sick too. So I think, I don't know, I say this every year, it's been a huge year. It's laughing at me holding up the yoga mat with one arm. So it has been a huge year. So everyone's brain's cooked. And look, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm so glad I've actually got a few notes here. So,
but for us, the podcast Two Cousins, One Chat, it's been an amazing year. And so we actually thought we would just take a little look back on the 2024 for Two Cousins, One Chat and some of our highlights of the year and some of our favourite episodes and that sort of thing. What do you reckon?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it, Ben.
Okay. We had another great year.
We had a huge year.
17 episodes.
Yep.
Now, you're the stats nerd, so do you want to talk us through some of the numbers maybe?
Let me just throw some of these at you. We had, like you said, 17 episodes this year, and we saw a significant growth in our listenership. That's a word, right? I think that's a word. So we're just really pleased to know that there are our numbers of people that are listening to us are growing and not going backwards. So
that's always positive.
It's always a really positive thing. YouTube and Spotify help with our numbers and our audience. And we know that we've got people listening in from all around the world. So that's really super lovely to share with everybody.
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
But and also in some other news today, we've just been listed in the podcast directory, which is called the Great Podcasts of Australia. So Ben and I are super thrilled about that. And so that's pretty exciting. Absolutely. And there's like 15,000 of them there. So we're wrapped that we're now part of that directory.
Yeah, fantastic. That's so good. So thanks everyone for listening. We've had some pretty amazing guests too. Tansy Forrest, the hypnotherapist from the UK, who was incredible, our most downloaded episode. So people love listening to Tansy. Yeah, and hopefully that meant that they then went and checked out Tansy on YouTube because she's got stacks of stuff on YouTube, which you use as well.
Yeah. So, and then, of course, we had the Tour de France episode with Tomo, who joined us live from the start line. Can you believe
Italy.
That? In France?
Was it Italy? Yeah, of course it was. Yeah,
it started in Italy. Yeah, so that was just, it was so fantastic of him to, hang on. It was great to speak to It was great to speak to Tomo from Florence. It was what a thrill, and right on the start line of the Tour de France. And, he's so generous with his time. So it was just brilliant. That's one of my favorites. Both are back next year, and Tansy will be back in the middle of the year because she has a book to launch. So that's super exciting.
Oh, that's unreal. And I think a highlight for me and you probably was the Spotlight on Community series that we've kicked off and we're going to continue in 2025. So I spoke to Roxy and David from Food on the Table, and you spoke to Helen of Nhill and Wendy Bywaters from Nhill as well. So they were great episodes. I loved those.
Yeah, they're really good. And it's good to catch up and see what they're doing. And then, of course, we had Tim Bone just recently on our Christmas special, and sorry, I know you're going to be listening to this, Tim, but we just fell in love with you and we want to be part of your family.
He's cooking for enough people. Come on. Yeah, well, I've actually had people call me and say how much they love that episode, and a friend of mine who loves sandwiches, he he actually called me to say, I listened to the episode, and all I wanted to do was have sandwiches afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was really cool. Yeah.
I've
So
got some
thanks, Tim.
friends, yeah, got some friends that live in Ballarat, and then I was like, "No way, you've spoken to the legend of Ballarat, Timbo."
Really? Did they?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
so that was Jace. So, we've been doing this for a couple of years now. It's the Vault, and
Yeah.
the Vault is us. This is gonna be a Vault as well. So it's Ben and I having a short, sharp discussion about the podcast, and also it's recorded. And this year on the Vault, we actually had a guest, because normally it's just Ben and I, but we had Rachel Lynch join us on the Vault this year. And she was just about to launch her book, Shared Remains, which started the media buzz. Yeah, so, but we're also had lots of exposure on ABC Radio, the Nil Free Press, Hindmarsh News. They gave us lots of air and print time, which we
Yeah.
absolutely loved. And we got to speak with Rebecca at ABC Wimmera.
Did an interview. That was
Yeah, we did an
fantastic.
interview. It was like 8 minutes long on the radio, and talking about the article that we wrote, which was the Rachel Lynch, how she had incorporated us into her most recent book, Shared Remains.
Yeah, that's right. She mentioned the town of Nil in her Shared Remains book, which was such a great Easter egg for you, which you discovered, had no idea it was going to be there. You were actually reading the book and then just went, "What?"
What? Yeah, so that was a real highlight for me, a really such a thrill. So I didn't know it was coming. So, but I was going
Unreal.
to say, Ben, one of my favorite episodes from 2024 is
Mm.
episode 46, You
Oh
Don't
yeah.
Know Me.
Oh yeah,
And I
yeah.
was actually re-listened to it the other day on the train, and I was cracking up laughing. It's really funny. If you haven't listened to this one, jump straight ahead to number 46. And it's actually part two. We did part one a couple of years back when Ben and I were getting to know each other. But this time, this time it was, we're digging a little bit deeper. It's really
Mm.
funny. That's one of my most funniest episodes from this year, Ben.
Well, that's unreal. My favorite episode. Look, I love talking to our guests, and we spoke with Tim, as you said, we spoke with Tomo, and we spoke with Rachel and Tansy, and our spotlight on community guests. But my favorite episode that we did was actually episode 43, which was the no notes, no edits episode.
Yeah.
I just love that because I love talking about the dump. So if you haven't heard, or the tip, depending on where you actually come from, but we had a great chat about the dump on that one. I think I'd been to the dump that day and I had much to say about it. So that was
Yeah.
one of my favorite episodes for sure.
And you sang the song that your dad always sings when you were a kid.
Yeah,
And
to the
then,
dump, to the
yeah,
dump, to the dump, dump, dump. That's it. Yeah.
we had people contact us on our socials, just saying, how much they loved that episode, particularly some some people from Adelaide that totally knew what was going on there. But now that we're just starting to kick back a little bit, we're thinking
Mm.
about it, Ben. Tell me, what are you doing for Christmas this year?
Yeah, well, this year we're actually going to be at the shack for Christmas, which is really exciting. So we're going to Sarah's brother and sister-in-law and kids, so our niece and nephew, who are awesome, are down from New South Wales, and they're going to be at the shack for Christmas. So we're like, hey, we're going to go to the shack for Christmas. So we're going to. That's why we're seeing Mum sort of a little bit now before later on today, and we'll catch up with her when we get back. And my brother and his family will catch up when we get back. So yeah, we're going to be down the beach. So it's just going to be relaxing. We've got Reed for Christmas. We got Reed a kayak, which he knows,
Mm-hmm.
which he helped choose today, and we bought one for us so that either Sarah or I can go with him. So we're going to be down the beach kayaking. There'll be fishing, bike riding, heaps of fun. So we're just going to be having a pretty relaxing time this year. What about you?
Unreal, fantastic. Well, I'm doing something that I've never normally done before, and Howie and I are heading off too. Heading down to the beach as well. So
Fantastic.
we're taking like a massive bucket of prawns. We've got some cocktail recipes to make, or mocktails, because we
Or
don't really
mocktails.
drink.
Hmm.
So we're basically going to do the same thing, just chill out and do nothing for the next week. Then when I come back from being away for a week, then I've got another week off before I go back to work.
Oh,
And
wow.
I am actually booked in to go to the Immigration Museum, because that was on my list
Oh,
of things to do this
well
year,
done.
remember? And also
Yes.
there's I can't pronounce it, but the Kusama exhibition at the NGV in Melbourne. It's
Oh, good on
huge.
you.
And there's no
Yeah, yeah.
zip lining anymore. They stopped doing that. Remember they had that a
Oh,
couple of years ago?
yeah, I do remember over the Yarra, yeah?
Over the Yarra, yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
mentioned that. Yeah, right. Okay.
So basically, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm all packed up and we're heading off tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
And in terms of the year for you, what have been some of your highlights of 2024?
Yeah, it's been a really big year. We've had
Mm,
I had my brother's 50th birthday, we had my mother's 80th birthday, had my other brother from the USA come to visit for a couple of weeks, and that was really lovely just to see him and hang out with him. And we did a podcast with him, which was really,
yeah.
really lovely.
And you met him at the
Um,
train station a few times.
yeah, we did.
Your new
Uh,
business venture.
oh, that was so much fun. It was really good. Did the MCG tour and stuff.
Unreal.
And we had some sad family news earlier in the year. Our cousin Lee passed away, and she was number one fan and support, and we still can't believe that she's not here. So
No.
that was, some really sad news earlier in the year. So, and it's always hard at Christmas time. So thinking of other people that are in the same situation, Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. And on my other side of the family, sadly, I lost another cousin, Andy, who was, yeah, my cousin my age, and so that was really sad too. So it's been a big year, lots of happy things, but also some sad
Yeah,
things as well. So thinking of our families at this time of year, absolutely,
yeah,
that's for sure. But
yeah.
one thing I love that I've just recently started
Mm.
is basketball. I started playing basketball just
Right, just
just
recently.
because just because so why not, so but I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. We haven't won a game yet, but we're getting there. We're just finding our feet as a team, and we're much older than a lot of the other teams, so they've just got this boundless energy of 20 something year olds, and here's us kind of
Yeah.
trying to make it from one end of the court to the other, but it's heaps of fun and I love it. So
Oh, that's
that's
really
something I'm looking
good.
forward to getting better at in 2025. Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be thinking about what I'll be getting better at over the break.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
there'll be something. I'll come back
Of
to you on that
course.
one. Yeah, come back
All
to you
right.
in
No.
Jan. Yeah. All right, everybody. Here's the moment that you've all been waiting for.
Oh,
So this is the Kris Kringle 2024. It's the reveal. It's gone wild, everyone. So I had to take matters into my own hands this year, and I have actually gone ahead and organised the Kris Kringle for Ben and I.
that's the only way you were guaranteed you were going to get one.
I just couldn't stand any more bulldog clips. I've got bulldog clips the last couple of years from you, Ben. So
Oh, I'm
while
sorry.
I'm filling in here, Ben, can you just
Hmm.
hold up the box?
Yeah, so there's a card that says Benji, which is a
Yeah,
name that I'm otherwise known as, and here is the box,
yeah.
which you
Here's the
posted
box.
on my birthday in November. This is what they do on. This is what they do on. You know, I just hate that. Oh, why do they? Oh,
So
that.
anyway,
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
yeah.
Carry on.
So you need to start to open this, Ben, because
Right.
like I said, whilst you were unwrapping it, I was just saying I can't accept another box of size 19 bulldog clips or whatever. So what I thought I'd do was
Sorry.
I'd organise the Kris Kringle myself. And anyway, he's
Um.
just about to open. You're going to hold it up to the
Oh,
camera.
sorry.
Yeah.
I just saw something that's maybe giving me a hint of
And
what it is. Oh,
so here we go. This is our Kris Kringle to each other.
sorry about the crinkling, everyone.
That's okay. Open it up,
This is. Oh my god. It's merch. It's Two Cousins One Chat merch.
man. Oh, how good is this? We've got it.
Look at that.
Cheers.
Oh, glug, 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 glug,
Look,
glug.
look, look,
Oh,
look.
that's so fantastic. I love it. That
Yeah.
is amazing. Oh, well, thank you for you organised that. Well done. Thank you. Look at us. We're
We're
famous.
got our mugs on a mug.
Famous merch. Look at
Yeah.
that.
So I'm not sure if we're going to be
Oh,
taking orders, but that can be arranged.
this is
But
what influencers do. They start selling merch and they make
yeah,
millions of dollars.
millions. So anyway,
Millions.
it was more than $6 plus the
Oh.
postage. So you actually owe me a bit of money now. This was
Damn.
$9 at Officeworks.
Oh, wow.
Good's that?
Okay. I'll get your bank details when we go off
Yeah,
air.
you can do a
Okay.
transfer if you don't mind.
Okay. listeners and viewers, Kristy really is the most amazing person, and you're an awesome cousin. I am so lucky to have a cousin as amazing as you. I love you heaps. Thank
Yes,
you
you
so
are.
much for that.
You're
That's the
welcome.
best.
All right, Ben.
All right.
Let's wrap up this baby.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We really want to say massive thanks to all our listeners. We love the connection. We love the engagement that we have with all of our listeners. And we're just blown away by how many people listen to us and watch us and tune in from all around the world except for Africa.
Africa, work on that, 2025.
Yeah, we'll get that happening. And in 2025, we do have some fantastic guests lined up, which we've already secured nearly all of them for next year.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just can't wait to roll them out.
I think it's our 4th year. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so
and
it's
so
really good.
It's just going to keep going, bigger and better. And over the Christmas break, if you have some time, listen to some of the episodes you haven't caught up with. Listen to other episodes as well of other shows, if you must, I suppose. Read a Rachel Lynch book or two. Listen to Tansy when you're going to sleep. Tune into Tomo's Domestiques podcast. Watch a couple of episodes of Good Chef, Bad Chef, whatever it might be. Just make sure. Have I missed anyone?
No, I think you got everyone there, Ben. That's really good. You did so well.
But it's been amazing. We love you. Thank you so much for watching and listening. YouTube, Spotify, Buzzsprout. Just Google Two Cousins One Chat podcast, and you'll find us. Hey, and Kristy, happy birthday for the 26th of December.
Thank you, Ben. Yeah. Yes,
special
thank you
day.
so much.
Special day. Yeah.
I'll be at the beach. You'll be at the beach.
Oh, yeah,
you'll be
absolutely.
kayaking. Yeah. I'll be snorkeling.
Yeah, that's it. Catching lobsters with your bare hands. It's going to be amazing.
See you later. We'll see you in 2025.
See you later. Oh, actually, are we going to look at the camera for this episode because it's a video episode?
Yeah, we'll try our best.
Okay, all right.
Can't promise anything.
No, we'll do it. We'll try to do it a bit. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
The main thing is when the you need to have scissors ready to cut open the box. Yep. Okay, cool.
Yep, I do. Okay. 3, 2. You just did that.
Dry eye.
All right. 2, 1.